Greetings, lovers of the English language and spoken word. To celebrate the spirit of love, the ACE FM presents to you Bride by Chance, an intriguing and heartfelt story of love lost and found in the form of an audio series. We hope that you will find our audio drama interesting and shower us with your love and blessings. So, without further ado, join us, your host Aruna Jha and Manoj, the creator and writer of the series, on a merry roller coaster ride of love, betrayal, hope and despair, called Bride by Chance, only on the ACE FM. Episode 1. Repay your debt. The Taj Mahal Palace in Mumbai has been on its toes for a few days now because of the big event today. The youngest daughter of one of the richest industrialists of Pune, the teenagers, will be tying the knot with the youngest son of the richest industrialist of Noida, the Kukreja family. The staff of the hotel was on their best behavior, trying to provide the best of the best service money could buy. As outside, the hotel was engaged in a glamorous and cheerful glee, a strange solitude and quiet gloom permeated the room where the bride was getting ready. While the bridal makeover was being done, the bride, Roshni Taneja, was sitting in silence, lost in her thoughts of the events of the last evening, which had completely changed the course of her life. Yesterday, the weather outside was quite pleasant. The evening characterized by a mild breeze. However, a devastating tornado was uprooting the very foundation of Roshni's life, as her mother, Purvi Taneja, was forcefully asking Roshni for her consent to this marriage. Her mother's acidic words were still ringing in her ears, melting her eardrums. Roshni, you very well know that I cannot allow that my daughter Kanika gets married to that crippled man. I will not hitch her wagon to a horse with no legs. But mother, I'm your daughter too, aren't I? Then how can you do this to me? Roshni asked, bending forward almost on her knees. Kanika and you are miles apart, Roshni. I have nurtured her for 9 months in my womb and have gone through the pain of labor to get her. My blood flows in her veins. Don't you dare compare yourself with her. I've only raised you. At one point of time, your life was also crippled with problems, and you were helpless too. So you're in a much better place to adjust with another cripple. Kanika, my sweet gentle Kanika, on the other hand, has grown up in a protective environment full of care and opulence. She was not brought up to handle a paralyzed person day in and day out. I've always loved Kanika as my elder sister and respected you as my own mother. Neither am I trying to be at par with Kanika, nor am I insinuating that she marry this person. My only humble request to you is to please don't let this happen to me. I do have the name of the Taneja family attached to my name. Please don't let me burn in this fire of hell for the rest of my life. I beg of you. Oh, your life was meant to writhe in hell, Roshni. If we hadn't come to your rescue, you were only 12 years old when the Taneja family adopted you. raised you, gave you the Taneja surname, the time has come that you repay your debt. Now you must step up and be the bride of the Kukrejas instead of Kanika. That is if you have any gratitude for what we have done for you. But Mama, what was the point of rescuing me from hell if you were to push me back into it? We are marrying you to the Kukrejas, you fool. The Kukrejas. They don't live in an ordinary mansion like us, but in a huge palace. You understand? A huge palace. Stupid girl, you will live a life of a queen in that palace. How can you even compare that to hell, you crazy numbnuts? Do you even know what hell looks like? No, because our pity had spared you from going to one. Seems like you've forgotten your past. Kanika Taneja, who Roshni Taneja considered as an elder sister, was vowed to be the bride of the mighty Kukrejas at childhood, just to take their family friendship a step ahead and become an actual family. But 15 years ago, Kanika's would-be husband met with an unfortunate car accident and was paralyzed from the waist down. The Tanejas were afraid to break the engagement because the Kukrejas would have taken it as a blow to their ego, and that could have spelled financial doom for the Tanejas. But, oblivious of this fact, Roshni was at a loss after hearing Purvi Taneja. She was wondering about what was wrong with her family members. Why were they behaving with her in such a way? What might she have done to suddenly instigate such a behavior from them? What had led them to punish her like this? Before she could sum up her thoughts and speak, Purvi Taneja ordered her, "Stop acting dumb as if you're unable to comprehend what I'm telling you to do. I cannot take any more of this emotional shit from you. It is my final decision that tomorrow you will take the place of my daughter and be the bride of that crippled man." Roshni now had only 2 ways to go. One way was to acknowledge the debt of the Tanejas and sacrifice her future for them, and the other was to resist the injustice being done to her and sever all relationships with them. To know which path will Roshni trod next, you'll have to keep listening to the 2nd episode of Bride by Chance, an intriguing story of love filled with surprising twists at every turn. So, stay tuned with me, Aruna Jha, and the creator and writer of this series, Manoj, only on the Ace FM.